feeling alright because in today's video will be unboxing. In a previous video, I have already done my TBR and my TBR was pretty cool and it was pretty smooth, and I just like to explain and share the stuff that I was reading during this month. And in this month, we are going to explore my book haul, and this is the first book haul in my channel ever, and I'm so excited. I'm so psyched up to open up this package from Amazon, and I'm going to explain through some of the stuff in my book haul, and I hope you like it too, and I hope you have planned your book haul already because it's going to be a wonderful month as always. So let's get into the video. We have a gigantic box here and we have got our equipment ready. Let's get a close-up. So we've got a package here. First we're going to open it. So wow, let's get a peek in of this stuff. Whoa, look at that, it's so amazing. So I've got all the stuff that I've ordered here, and mostly these books are kind of like series. So first of all, I'm going to explain with this book, this particular series of Dale Carnegie's best books ever. So we're going to start off with explaining these little books here. So these are the Dale Carnegie books, and I have heard online reviews that this book was probably a classic, and you know, I haven't really discovered a lot of classic books that explain about behavioral science and stuff, and I found this really useful and intriguing as well. So we've got 5 books in this set totally, you can see here. So the first one and the most popular is How to Win Friends and Influence People. And the next one is How to Develop the Self-Confidence and Influence People by Public Speaking. We're gonna line up here. And the third one is How to Enjoy Your Life and Your Job. This one probably isn't necessary for me, but it just came with a set, so I bought it. Next, The Quick and Easy Way to Effective Speaking. Next, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. So this is a book that I'm currently reading. I find this so useful, and as a classic it contains all the classic stuff that you can explain, but also it's kind of leaning into the modern side as well. There are a lot of entries of people, and they are discussing a lot about things that have happened in the past, a lot about history, and a lot about entries of other people who are indulged in behavior science as well. So far this book is so good. I recommend it, and I'll probably read all this series in 1 week. I'll just finish it because this is so useful and this is so effective as well. So the next and the most anticipated is, you can peek it from the cover, it's Six of Crows, and I'm so excited to open this one particularly. Oh, where's the tape thingy? Here. Whoa, look at that beauty. It's shining from the light and it's kind of like glinting, and I just love both of these books. I actually wanted the one with the dust jacket cover, but then I found out about this collector's edition and I thought this was like so beautiful. So first of all, let's talk about Six of Crows. So firstly the cover is so beautiful. It's like glinting in the light and I just love it. Love the way it's all done and the artwork. So at the top we've got villains detonator thingies and these little symbols for image and cars and all the characters, and then there's this vault and you're breaking into it. So I just love the cover. It's like so creative and playful, yet in some way it's kind of serious, and just like Six of Crows. At the back it says no mourners, no funerals. I like this one. At the back it kind of gives a quote on each book, on Crooked Kingdom as well, and if you buy this in UK it's $17, and I bought this in India, which is 1,000 rupees. So let's open this up. Ooh. So this is a peek through the book. It feels like it's been fresh off the boat. So first we got this map of the entire Grishaverse world and the world building and stuff, which we also have in Shadow and Bone as well. Next we have the introduction to the Grisha and the magical powers and abilities. So these are just the chapters, and you've got each symbol for each characters and their chapters. And I kind of like this world to it and stuff, so it's really awesome. And the last page contains the information about the author, and here it says the beautiful art like presented in a card. No bonus, no funerals, it'll be iconic forever. We've got cars. Greed bows to me, it's my servant and my leaver. So this is a quote from each of the character. And we've got image. The heart in an arrow, it demands aim to land true. Next we've got Nina and Matthias and Jesper and villain. So that's it. So these art are like so beautiful, and I like the characters and like the quotes to it and presented in a card. So I just love this artwork. We have the map that villain drew for the ice court, and it explains each sector of the ice court. So in case if you don't know, which I doubt you will, Six of Crows is all about a group of friends who are planning together to a highest, and these are not just friends, they are like unlikely group and they're like found family. I just love the interaction between the characters. So Six of Crows is basically the story of the highest. These friends, these group of friends are living in Germany, Grisha Germany, kind called Ketterdam. So in this, there's a big highest that is about to happen. It's all about this drug called Jodaparam, which makes the Grisha are the people with powerful abilities in the Grishaverse. So they make the Grisha do stuff they can't do, like do abnormal and stuff that is beyond their power. So which makes them exceptionally powerful than the normal, average and mediocre Grisha. So if that is released to the world, it's gonna be in great danger. If that is released to the world and fed to every Grisha, they will become servant of that particular drug, and they have magical abilities beyond their power, and they'll do stuff they can't, and it's gonna corrupt the entire world. It's up to the friends to break the most dangerous, severely guarded palace called this ice court, which is this meeting sector for like business and stuff in Fierda. So they're going to go to Fierda and they're going to break this most dangerous thing in the country, and they're going to come back with a lot of money on hand. So this is a peek through of Crooked Kingdom. You can see the cover, which is beautiful as well. So these are the wolves and these hands, which I'm not sure what it intends for. And these are these hands playing cards, and this skull kind of dangerous thingy. I'm getting a sinister, dangerous, spooky vibes from Crooked Kingdom. First, this is the map of Ketterdam, and we haven't been introduced to this map in the first book. Then the usual that we saw in Six of Crows. And this artwork is kind of cartoony than Six of Crows, and I love this as well. So this is the character artwork. So Crooked Kingdom is a sequel to Six of Crows, obviously. So Crooked Kingdom is all about, after the friends finish the highest, they kind of run into this cheating scandal that the money is not given to them, and then they go through a series of obstacles, and they finally find the money at last, and they go through a lot of stuff, and I love the interactions as well. And there is a very tragic scene that is going on in Crooked Kingdom. Now most people are wishing for a sequel to Crooked Kingdom as well, and so am I, and I'm wishing this series also comes in Netflix as well, just like Shadow and Bone did. So next we have Heroes of Olympus, the complete collection, and I have read Percy Jackson, I have read Kane Chronicles, I have read Magnus Chase, I have read every single book on this Camp Jupiter, Camp Half-Blood stuff. So I wanted this one as well because I was so obsessed with Camp Jupiter. Oh, that's some heavy stuff. I don't know if you can see, but in the cover, I just found out recently, I just discovered something awesome, that there is the figure of these characters. It's just not shadows, but there are details of the characters from Heroes of Olympus series. So these are the books arranged in the order from 1 to 5, and if you turn it this way, there's nothing to see this way. It's just boring stuff. So these are the books arranged in the order. So first one is The Lost Hero, second one is The Son of Neptune, third one is The Mark of Athena, fourth one is The House of Hades, and finally The Blood of Olympus. So these little images here in the spine are really impressive and cool as well. Let's get opening. I know it's a very unorthodox way, but still, don't blame me. So the first book after a long lost battle, we have this. Wow, it's really impressive, and we've got this stamp here as well. So these are the chapters of The Lost Hero. It's nothing impressive like the Six of Crows. So this is the blurb thingy. It says 3 new heroes, 1 missing demigod, a curse that threatens them all. So maybe or maybe not. I kind of memorized Greek alphabet because I got overexcited about Greek mythology ever since reading Percy Jackson. So this is the sign of the O, which indicates Omega. I'm not sure what it has to do with the book, but anyway, we'll just move on. So the next second book is The Son of Neptune, and because I couldn't contain my excitement, I also began to read Son of Neptune, which I didn't mean to by anyways, but then so here is the blurb of the second book. 1 cursed demigod, 2 new heroes, a quest to unleash the god of death. Then we go to the third book. This is The Mark of Athena, and I love Annabeth and Athena, both of them. So I think this book is gonna be one of my favorites of the Heroes of Olympus series. At back in the blurb, it says 1 fatal prophecy, 7 brave demigods, a quest to find and close the doors of death. That's pretty chilling, you know. So the fourth book is The House of Hades. I just should probably cut the dramatic thingy. So the blurb, it says 1,000 deadly monsters, 3 battling demigods, 1 fatal decision. This is the House of Hades, so I'm pretty excited about it. Because who would be excited to go to Underworld? Me. So the fifth book, go on, need to make room. So this is The Blood of Olympus, and this is the final in the entire series. And at the blurb it says 7 heroic demigods, 1 final quest, the greatest sacrifice yet. So I'm pretty excited for this one because it's a final, and the 7 people are going to go on this prophecy, and they're going to go through a lot of stuff, and the demigodish stuff and the geekiness inside me just can't wait.
Look at it.
So these are the 5 books. I'm not going to explain them particularly. The first book, The Lost Hero, starts off with these trio. So in Percy Jackson, we had Annabeth, Percy, and Grover. So in this trio, in this golden trio, is going to be Piper, Leo, and Jason. So Jason is the son of Zeus, Piper is the daughter of Aphrodite, Leo is the son of Hephaestus. So these 3, the golden trio, are going on this quest, and they find the Camp Half-Blood, but then Jason finds out that he really doesn't belong in Camp Half-Blood, that there is another camp that is similar to the Half-Blood, and then the camp head kind of explains that there is this battle between Greek gods in their Roman form as well. So the Romans also worshipped the Greek gods. So for example, Aphrodite in Roman form is known as Venus. So that kind of divides between the Greek is the original mythology and the original owner of the gods and the goddesses, and Roman is just the form, just like the inverted and much more stronger form of the Greek gods themselves. So they are going through this quest and finding out what this new camp is, which is obvious to us, which is it is the Camp Jupiter, which is a favorite to absolutely all of us. This book is going to be the introduction to the epic series that we're going to go through, and so are the rest of the books. So this is our collection, and this is our final book haul collection thingy, what do we want to call. So we've got the Heroes of Olympus, the Dale Carnegie series, the Six of Crows duology, and I hope you have planned out your TBR as well, and you're going to buy all these books and make a beautiful haul of it and add it to your collection of books. So this is the end of the video, so you know what to do, don't ask me. Subscribe, like, share, and support my channel. That's it. Have a nice day, stay safe, stay happy, keep reading.